Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to do something slightly different. We're going to do a ring, complete ring, round LaRomana, or starting at LaRomana and finishing at LaRomana. And for all intents and purposes, what we'll do is call it the LaRomana Ring. I'll just show you on the map. So here we have. We'll start just down here at Hondon de Nieves, and we'll take the back roads across here towards Aspe, and then do a left and come up through to LaRomana. And then we start the ring here at LaRomana and go out to Alguenia, and then through to Pinoso, I always call it Pinoso, then through towards Monova. Monova's over here, but we do a right and then come back down here, back into LaRomana, and then back down to Nieves on a different road. So let's total distance today should be somewhere around 76 kilometers, and it's the 1st of December. Good afternoon. Time is about just gone 12 o'clock, and Bob and I have just left the Repsol garage in Hondon de la Nieves, and we're heading out of Nieves, taking the back road. Normally we take the mountain road, which is the main one through to Aspe, but today we're going to take the back road, which again takes you down to Aspe, but we're not going quite as far as that, just a little bit different. There's a big cement works, that cliff that you can see on the left hand side here, just up around there's a big cement works. This is the back road. As you can see, the mountain road to the right there, but this one drops down and goes past the park, which is heavily used in the summer, obviously, and also for things like the Day of the Dead, where the people come and pay respects to their departed relatives. And on days like that, it's absolutely heaving at the seams. There's olive trees here on the right, and just down past here there's a few vines where they grow a few grapes. See if I can point them out. There's somewhere just about here, just coming up on the right here. They're all vines in here for the grape growing. Normally I think those grapes are for wine, against the grapes for eating. And the park will be coming up just very shortly on the left and the right hand side, just about now. Coming up on the roundabout in front of you is where you can see that sort of sign thing. I'll explain that on the back end of this run and tell you exactly what that is. But at the moment we're just going up through LaRomana, the left-hand side of it. LaRomana is to the right here. All these houses on the right, or flats, or whatever they are, were built about 4 or 5 years ago, never finished. There was one finished, which is the security gatehouse, and the rest have never been finished, mainly because the golf course never came. They were built on the assumption that there was going to be a massive golf course there. This petrol station on the left here, you might remember from one of the previous rides. We stopped in to get some fuel. So we'll now head out of LaRomana and towards Algenia. There's quite a lot of Arctics running this road. They're carrying stone from the quarries. It's quite a large area for making stone and to use on driveways and roads and things like that. I always get my wrist slapped from Ravi over this. I should have told you earlier that today I'm out on Wotan Kawasaki 800. That should keep my friend Ravi happy. Just absolutely super scenery. The mountains and the trees and the light. And if you travel this road every day for a month, you would see something different, because the mountains look different in different lights, different times of the day. It's just absolutely amazing. Super, super scenery. We are now just coming into Algenia, where we will stop and have a cup of coffee before we resume the journey. That's if it's open, of course. It's one of the little cafes, cafe bars that we usually use. So hopefully it'll be open. It's not always, but you can never tell this time of the year. Sleepy little village. And here is the cafe bar just on the right there, with a chap outside. We'll go find somewhere to park. Hopefully there'll be a space somewhere here. Oh, that'll do us in front of that. We are now leaving Algenia and heading to Pinoso, I should say, Pinoso. Pinoso should be quite interesting. On the left there you can see the big bodega. They produce a lot of wine there. That's solely for producing wine, that one. I don't know if you noticed, but the big vats that were outside there. Just coming into the town of Pinoso. This is the main high street through. Few bars and restaurants on the left-hand side behind the trees here, which really nice setting if you want to sit out and have a coffee. Oh, here's the Guardia. They're letting us go. Brilliant. Probably checking certain vehicles for seeing where they're coming from and going to, because at the moment with the lockdown that we have here, we are in Valencia and we're not allowed to go outside of Valencia. So I would imagine that's what the Guardia's there checking for. But luckily they let us go. This is interesting. Notice the cycle track right up through the middle of the road. What a quaint little street this is. Just up here on the right hand side, I'll show you in a minute, is a beautiful waterfall. It's just really superb. Let's hope it's running today. Doesn't always run, but hopefully it will be. Yes, it is. Look at that. Lovely. Quite strange to see things like that on the side of the road in the middle of a town. And the cycle track continues, and then it goes nowhere. It goes into this field here. Look, oh well. Right, this is coming out of Pinoso, heading now towards Monavar. We don't go quite in as far as Monavar. We do a right quite a few kilometres before we get to Monavar. But the scenery along here is fantastic. It's absolutely stunning. Notice the mountain up there. Every time I look at that and every time I come down this road, it looks different. Well, this is the last part of the ring. We are now coming back towards LaRomana, which we should be there shortly. LaRomana starts here with this pink house on the right, and goes right the way through to the roundabout, where we basically started the ring this morning. I'm sorry about the sun. It's low in the sky this time of the year, and reflects badly on the camera, but one of those things. I did say that I would tell you about this sign that comes up, which is right in the middle of the roundabout. In actual fact, what it is are several wooden vats which they put wine in. It looks a little bit like the Olympic flag, but it's with a few more rings, but it isn't. There's the stone that comes from the quarries that's crunched up. And now we're on our way back on the other road back. This has just been resurfaced, absolutely smooth as a baby. It took them 4 days to do just over 3 miles of road and line painted, which is, well, unheard of. I think we need these road builders in the UK. But this road surface is absolutely smooth and will stand temperatures of 40 odd degrees without blistering or bubbling up or anything else. But yeah, 4 days to do just about 3 miles. Quite incredible, really. Loads of olive trees here on the right. And now we're coming just down into Hondon de Nieves, which is where we started. And this is where Bob and I sort of part, as he goes left here, and I'll go right back to the other Hondon village. This big white building here is a police station. The police locale. That's the bodega across the road there, which is where we normally sort of leave from. They do tours around that in the summer, which is quite interesting. It's quite expensive, but they let you sample a few wines and bits and pieces, so it's quite nice. Maybe next year I'll do a little tour around there and see what we can film. As I say, the police locale here on the right, and now we're just heading back. So just enjoy the scenery.